So about 500 pesos would be enough for like a family of five. And that's the God honest truth. It's not
Chef, practical one meal budget for a family of five.
practical one meal budget for a family as far as price point, or what's the dish? So if you spend about 250 on fast food, it's about 250 a day that you'll do for a family. Family of five, I would say double that, so about 500 pesos. The reason for it is your protein, you're going to cost about half a kilo, maybe about 175 pesos for your protein. How is this possible? So that's why I use canned corn instead of whole fresh tomatoes. I use canned tomatoes. And the reason for it is it extends so much more. So maybe about almost 100 pesos for the rice, and then about 400 for your protein and everything else. So about 500 pesos would be enough for like a family of five. And that's the God honest truth.
So, Chef, nag-drive sa inyo para sumali kayo dito sa event?
What was besides Sunny Farms, we really wanted to give recipes that will help the everyday Filipino now with this, I say, crunch of, not to say crisis, but it's kind of tough because everything is getting more expensive. So our target today was trying to help people make good quality food without breaking the bank. So we have to give them options to help them with affordability, to make good products that doesn't suffer in quality, and it's really good food. That was our
So how do you balance creativity and affordability in developing dishes?
So what I do is I study the dish, for example, and I figure out how I can input different ingredients to make it cheaper, more affordable, and just as good. So if, for example, like beef salpicao, that's extremely otok right now. For not only for like fine dining restaurants are making it, comfort food places are making it, and even bar chow places are making it. Then I'll add in whole mushrooms, and I'll just extend that so that the flavor is there, but the quality is still good. It doesn't affect.
Where did you get your culinary education?
I went to the Cordon Bleu in London back in 1997. From there, at the age of 23, I became EC in a place called Fish Hopper Restaurant. I was the executive sous for MGM Grand Hotel Casino. And then from there, I came back to San Francisco because it was just too hot.
Establishments are you associated with? Where can we sample your cooking?
I work in a restaurant or I consult for a restaurant.
Industry ng Pilipinas, improving ba or...
Yes, it's improving. It cannot move to the level it should be because the cost of everything is just too high. Why kailangan ng supplier na alternative? They're looking for alternative suppliers because they need to make their food cost cheaper. Josh, they're pushing the standards forward, but we're being hindered by our own problems, I can say. So we're not growing as fast as we should be. But hopefully when the dust settles and everything gets a little bit better and stable, time for the world. But right now, my main focus is on surviving.
How about your roots in the Philippines?
From Pampanga. My grandmother was the best Pampanga cook ever. Right? I was fat. I was always sitting on the counter eating the food that my grandma would make. Yeah. But my grandma was...
She was your first exposure to the culinary world.
I was blessed to have two grandparents on both sides who were very into food. My father is Chinese, and my grandfather's Ilocano, so she made a lot of Ilocano food and a lot of. And whenever I travel, my number one food that I always have to eat when I get home, sinigang. Sinigang. It has to be sinigang because like when I eat sinigang, I'm like, okay, I'm home. Right after all the travel, I'm happy eating sinigang.
You were born